My beloved children, I am Father, Prime Creator, and I am happy to be back. Today, I am going to talk about recent events in America and on what is really important for humanity right now. We light beings have been bringing to your attention the true facts about many things which have occurred in your reality. Based on humanity's reaction, you are not ready to accept the truth. The darkness doesn't want for you to ascend to the fifth dimension. Instead, it wants to keep you here in 3D forever. Without knowing the truth, humans can't move on to a higher dimension, and they also are suppressing the natural flow of energies within their human bodies. The reason we are communicating is to enlighten human beings and help you to move to the next step in your evolution. Astar Command and the galactic light forces are consistently bringing light to different worlds in the cosmos to help struggling planets. There are strict guidelines of universal laws on how much involvement Ashtar with his crew can be in specific situations. Also, Divine has stepped in when her intervention was needed. Following false prophets or false sources that tell you what you want to hear instead of the truth have slowed down drastically this ascension process for many years now with their made-up stories and false information. From solar flashes, the solar event, many different portals opening, 3 days or 10 days of darkness, the moon being a spaceship or a satellite, white hats, EBS, Starlink, negative and false information about Anunnaki, now the outdated and old plans of Gesara, Nasara, and RV, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and ACT. Just like darkness wanted to confuse humankind with not accurate information full of false truths, always having humans on Earth look for the changes coming from outside of them instead from the inside of them. Following these souls, it's not going to lead you anywhere except to another 3D or lower planet. The path of enlightenment is about exposing yourself to the light, truth, both positive and especially negative ones, as you are not going to come out of a low vibrational reality to a higher realm by being completely surrounded with lies and not knowing on what actually is the truth. Also, the path of light is about making changes on the inside by doing the spiritual work of daily silent meditations, by connecting to your soul, which is the God part of your being, and to the universal consciousness. Changes on the inside will reflect in a positive way on the outside, like a mirror in your life. The higher vibrations you raise and maintain, the smoother your human life will be with less problems in it. You also are going to attract more positive things, people, and events like a magnet that matches your frequency. You were created in the cosmos as a free and a powerful light being, and nothing less. You are the creator of your life and your destiny, and no forces on the outside can change this universal law. You must restore and regain your God's essence, the true power of light through daily silent meditations, and become the master of your soul's journey. Recently, you had 3 negative events that happened involving planes and a helicopter in a very brief period of time, in just a couple of days, all in the same country of United States. Only 11 days into the term of a new president of America. This was not a coincidence. It was the work of the Dark Ones. On January 28th, an F-35 Lightning II fighter jet supposedly crashed from a malfunction near the Air Force Base in Alaska, with the pilot safely ejecting from the jet in a parachute. F-35 Lightning II is a 5th-generational stealth fighter jet, one of the more advanced aircraft in American military. These type of planes do not just suddenly drop from the sky and stop flying. The negative ones placed a small device inside this jet before it was used for flying. When it's activated, it completely shuts off the navigation system inside the cockpit of the pilot, causing the military aircraft to instantly start falling from the sky. This was exactly on what caused this crash. The second incident, which occurred on January 29th, involved a UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter colliding with a passenger airline plane. It was about to land at the airport in Arlington, Virginia. The helicopter had enough time to see and react to the plane in the sky. Instead, it just flew straight without moving and crashing into it. The dark entities interfered with the communication between the helicopter and the airport air trafficker, who at the time was trying to warn them that they are going to crash into a jet ahead. The two pilots were too distracted by trying to pay attention to what the air trafficker was saying to them, as the communication signal was disrupted, so they did not focus on what was in front of them, causing the collision in the air. The third and last event happened on January 31 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and it was presented as a small medical plane carrying a young woman patient, 6 total passengers, crashing into multiple buildings. That was a complete lie. It was a missile hitting that location. Small planes do not look like missiles in the air and crash at that fast speed and explode like a bomb. There was only one part of the plane located far away from the explosion. It was conveniently just happened to be the part with the medical logo on it to fit the narrative of the false story. This piece did not fall from the sky. It had to come only from the explosion. The problem with this, it was way too far from the site where the explosion took place. It also was too white and too clean, with no sign of any damage from the fire, smoke, or the big explosion, not even one spot of black color of ash on it. A military truck with a team of soldiers was waiting in that area for the missile to hit its target. When the missile exploded, they had very little time before people started showing up on scene, so they panicked and put that airplane piece too far from the explosion site. There was no sign of any other parts of the plane anywhere. Usually, there's supposed to be pieces of plane scattered everywhere, not just one part only. The planes do not just magically disappear from crashing into the ground, regardless of the size of explosion. Unfortunately, human beings keep falling for these tricks, as they can't think or imagine that there are pure evil forces on Gaia who want to eliminate humanity from the planet. So, why did the Dark Souls cause these negative events in such a short period of time? To show the human population that they are still in charge of United States and not the new president, and to make humans to be afraid, especially to fly in airplanes. My beloved children, everything has been said in our messages to help the human civilization on its journey to enlightenment. Thank you, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces. Please accept my supreme love. Follow the light and truth. Prime Creator. Channeled by Erena Velazquez, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces.
avião relacionado com alguma coisa de emergência. Caramba, mano. Você tá louco. Que loucura. Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Galera do céu, vocês não estão entendendo a loucura que tá isso aqui. E o tanto de peça. Olha lá onde tem fogo ali, ó. Atingiu foi 2 lugares, não foi só um não.